Yeah.
Morning. So what we're doing today is we're going to be building a hallway entry table or a hallway table or just a table, but it's a narrow table, 9 inches at max, so it's going to go somewhere where space is limited, like an entryway or a hallway. This is a 2-inch thick slab of walnut. I've already cut one side straight to go against the wall, and I've already treated this crack with epoxy. So we want to have a live edge on the one side, so we're going to have that. I'm going to sand this nice and smooth, get rid of all this excess epoxy. We have to flatten it in the planer, which you'll see how I do that shortly. And then we're going to sand it, we'll put legs on it, and we're going to put finish on it. Stay tuned. So we've got a little twist in this slab right here. So I'm lucky enough that this one's narrow enough I can put it through my planer, but I have to put it on a sled and shim it up first, so let's do that. A couple of shims. Now I make homemade shims. I have a jig for that on my table saw. I'll do a video on that one later. Now the glue gun's all warmed up, just put some glue on this shim, keep it in place. One more prep thing I'm going to do before I start feeding it through the planer is I'm going to rub chalk all over the top. Actually, this is the bottom that I'm planing first. That way I can keep track on how much has been planed and when I can stop sending it through the planer. Now that this bottom is flat, I'm going to pop it off the sled here and just give it the rock test on the bench, because my bench is flat and I want to make sure it's flat. So satisfying pulling it off in one piece. No more rock. Nice and flat, so now I have a reference edge to do this side. number of the grit on the back of the Sharpie, because once these things get gummed up with dust, you'll never see it again. Now it's time to apply my favorite finish, Odie's oil. All natural, food safe, non-toxic, will protect and waterproof this wood. Easiest way to apply it, the non-woven pad, Scotch-Brite pad if you will. Buff on, buff off. Saturate the pad. And start rubbing it in. And just watch this wood come to life. So there it is, a nice little subtle live edge walnut entry table. I hope you learned something from my video, and if you did, please hit that like button and feel free to subscribe. Until the next time, this is Glenn from Bonfire Creations.